This is my audience. In all police pursuits that happen, about 30% of them end in motor vehicle accidents. This just does not include the subject that is fleeing, but it also includes all law enforcement officers that are chasing the subject. And then the way that this will involve my audience that is listening is it will help keep them safe and keep other people safe that are traveling down the road and give them the understanding of when it's too dangerous to call for pursuit or when they know they should keep a pursuit going. Many officers don't understand the risk of initiating a pursuit or what degrees are right to call one in progress or call it off. The officer that initiates the pursuit can be held responsible if any accidents or deaths occur during the pursuit or if he does not call it off when it is too dangerous. Any bystanders that are involved in the pursuit will be looking for any kind of compensation that has happened to them, or they'll be going after the police department that has assigned the officer to the department. In this speech, I'll be discussing the police pursuits and how dangerous it will be to the officers and the citizens on the road. I will also mention how police pursuits can open up departments being sued or being held liable for any kind of damages or injuries. In the first part of my speech, I'll be discussing the three main types of police pursuit policies. The most open policy is judgmental policy. The judgmental policy is a type of policy where the officer makes all the decisions. For example, Virginia State Police. They have an open policy where they can chase any subject at any time when they please. If the subject does not pull over for a minor violation, they can still initiate a pursuit. Or even the subject has a felony arrest warrant, they are willing to chase the subject. Then there's a restrictive policy. The restrictive policy kind of limits to what a police department can do. They can go from not pursuing anyone that's a juvenile or anyone that has more than one or two occupants in the vehicle, or even if they have a minor traffic violation, they're not able to pursue. Well, a county in Virginia, Pennsylvania County Sheriff's Department, they have a restrictive guidelines to keep their officers safe and keep them from getting sued. Then another kind of policy is a discouragement policy. This type of policy will only allow the officer to chase a suspect on extreme measures. When there has been a hostage taken and the suspect is running away with the hostage, or a robbery, or he has committed any kind of extreme felony with a weapon. This will help prevent officers from chasing someone just for any little reason. Now we'll be talking about traffic accidents in the second point of my speech. If any officer initiates the pursuit, or he or she will be held responsible for any injury or death. Like I said earlier, 30% of all police pursuits end in motor vehicle accidents. That includes officers and the suspects. It was found by the International Association of Chiefs Police that 45% of 2,239 suspects that are eluding the police were under the influence of some type of drug or alcohol. And when the suspect's when the suspect is impaired, it makes it harder for the suspect to drive. Now I'll discuss about the suspects, and the audience should be aware. The third point of my speech is how the department can be liable if an officer does not have the proper training or understanding what should be done when a pursuit is dangerous. Jeff Martin states in his article, Pursuit Termination, that the average suspect will return to a safe speed after 90 seconds after the police have backed off. The way they had figured this out was the officers will follow the suspect, and when they let off and back down, the helicopter that's following will call in and say that the suspect has slowed down. And the study they have done showed that this happened within 90 seconds every time. Also, an officer who initiates pursuit, it's also harder for an officer that initiated pursuit to call it off, since this is a challenge to him. The suspect is kind of playing a cat and mouse game. The officer will want to chase the suspect down and capture him. In my conclusion, the officers do not know what a police pursuit brings about with the basic guidelines. Many officers don't know what basic liability it brings onto the officer of the department. It can be dangerous.